A very good morning, children. In this video we will start the chapter carbon and its compound. It is 4th chapter of grade 10th. So the topics of this chapter which is given in CBSE term 2 syllabus are carbon compound, covalent bonding in carbon compound, versatile nature of carbon and homologous series. These are the 4 topics which is mentioned in CBSE term 2 syllabus. So let's start this video. So before starting the chapter we need to understand what is carbon. Carbon is an element, okay. Since the element are of 3 types, metallic, non-metallic and metalloids. So the carbon is a non-metallic element having atomic number 6, mean it is having 6 electron and valence shell, and its atomic mass is 12 AMU, or you can write 12 U. AMU is atomic mass unit and U is unified mass. So since it is having 6 electrons, so its electronic configuration is 2,4, means the inner shell contain 2 electron and the valence shell contain 4 electron. Only the valence shell electron take part in covalent bonding. So only valence shell electron decide the valency. So the carbon contain 4 electron in its valence shell. So we can say carbon is tetravalent. Tetra means 4 and valent means valency. Okay. So this is something about carbon. Carbon is a non-metallic element and its atomic number is 6, atomic mass is 12 and its valency is 4. These are the things which we need to know before starting the chapter. So our next point is, how does carbon form bond? So since carbon is having 4 electron in its valence shell, okay, 2 electron in inner shell and 4 in valence shell. Only valence electron take part in chemical bonding, and for becoming stable all element need to attain 8 electron in its valence shell. It is octet rule, as we all know, but this rule is not applicable for hydrogen and helium. They only required duplet, not octet. They only required 2 electron. Since carbon is having 4 electron, it will also have to attain 4 more, and it is not possible to carbon to gain 4 electron and form a C4 minus anion, and it is also not possible for carbon to lose 4 electron due to ionization energy values are very high, which we have to study in class 11th. These are the factors responsible in chemical bonding. So it is not possible to form either C4 minus or C4 plus, means it cannot give completely 4 electron or take completely 4 electron from any element. So what would carbon do to achieve stability? It shares the electron. It will form covalent bond. So carbon always form covalent bond by mutual sharing of electron, and each carbon, since carbon is tetravalent, it have 4 valence electron in its valence shell. So each carbon atom can maximum form of 4 covalent bond. A carbon atom can maximum form 4 covalent bond. Like see this example of methane molecule. Methane is CH4. As we all know, methane is a gas. So here these cross electron represent carbon's electron. The electron which is represented by cross are of carbon, and the electron which is represented by dot is of hydrogen. Okay. Since hydrogen form duplet, it will share 1 electron of each carbon and will complete its duplet. Okay. So the stability of all 4 hydrogen achieved. So when hydrogen share the electron of carbon, then carbon will also use the electron of hydrogen. This is what mutual sharing happens in covalent bonding. So after sharing all the 4 electron of hydrogen atom, carbon atom also contain 8 electron in its outermost orbit. So carbon atom is stable and all the 4 hydrogen atoms are stable. So that's how a covalent bond forms between a carbon and hydrogen. And there is a point to remember that a bond between carbon and hydrogen is always single. Now take the example of bonding of carbon and carbon dioxide, okay, CO2. As you all know, the electronic number of carbon is 6 and electronic number of oxygen is 8. So their electronic configuration is 2,4 and electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6, and the electron of carbon is represented by cross and electron of oxygen is represented by dot in this electron dot structure. So coming to the point, these are the electron of carbon. So for this oxygen atom, it have 6 electron. It only needs 2 electron for the octet rule of stability. It only needs 2 electron for becoming stable. So what will this oxygen do? This oxygen will share these 2 electron with it. Okay. Now the 8 electron of oxygen is completed. Similarly, this oxygen will do the same and completes its octet. Now for the carbon atom, since these are the 2 electron which are making bond, so these are mutually shared. So for the carbon atom, we can see this pair. So all for the both 2 oxygen atom and the 1 carbon atom, all of element attain their octet, attained 8 electron in its valence shell, hence they are stable. Similarly, we can understand the bonding in ethane. Okay, there will be a C triple bond C. Okay, the bond between 2 carbon can be single, double or triple, but the bond between carbon and hydrogen are always single. The formula of ethene is C2H2 and it is a electron dot structure given here. All the single covalent bond are called sigma bond. If there is a single bond between 2 atoms, it must be a sigma bond. If a double bond exists between 2 atoms, means there is 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. In a double bond, there is 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. And if a triple bond exists, as we have discussed in ethane, so there will be 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds between 2 carbon atoms. The bond between carbon and hydrogen is always a single bond. Hence, we can say the bond between carbon and hydrogen is a sigma bond. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.